Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. It all started in Chancellor Winter's sleek boardroom. The atmosphere was thick with tension as Carter walked in, his eyes darker than usual, haunted by a truth he could no longer bury. With Lily, Devin, and Billy present, Carter dropped a bombshell that shook them all. He had been secretly helping someone sabotage Newman Enterprises. But that wasn't the worst of it. "I didn't do it for money," he said, voice cracking. "I did it for revenge." Gasps filled the room. Who was he getting revenge on? His answer left everyone reeling: Victor Newman himself. Years ago, Carter's father had worked for Victor, loyal to a fault, but was left to take the fall for a corporate scandal, which ruined his life. Now Carter was evening the score. Lily's world crumbled. She had vouched for Carter, defended him even when red flags waved. She stormed out without saying a word, her silence more deafening than any outburst. Later that night, Lily stood alone at society, staring into a glass of wine she couldn't drink. Her thoughts spiraled about love, loyalty, betrayal, and whether she had become too trusting for her own good. She wasn't just dealing with Carter's betrayal. She was unraveling. Enter Billy Abbott. He approached slowly, hesitant. "You okay?" he asked, knowing full well she wasn't. Lily looked up, eyes brimming with conflict. "Do I look okay?" Billy sat beside her, and for the first time in months, their chemistry reignited. They talked, vented, laughed bitterly about the absurdity of it all. And then it happened, a kiss. Tender at first, then filled with fire and unresolved emotions. It wasn't planned. It wasn't smart. But it felt right, even if just for that moment. Just as Lily tried to process her tangled emotions, news of a death sent shockwaves across Genoa City. Jeremy Stark was found dead. The infamous criminal had been lying low, until someone made sure he'd never surface again. His body was discovered in an abandoned building, with only one clue left behind: a torn piece of Carter's missing jacket. Speculations flew. Did Carter kill Jeremy to cover something up? Was someone framing Carter to silence his confession? Or was Jeremy's death a twisted warning for Lily? Detective Chancellor immediately launched an investigation, and while no arrests were made, Carter was named a person of interest. Lily was now in the eye of the storm, not just emotionally, but criminally. Meanwhile, over at the Newman ranch, a completely different kind of chaos was unfolding. Nick Newman and Sharon had been tiptoeing around their feelings for months. The tension between them had become almost unbearable since Sharon's near-death experience and Nick's failed relationship with Sally. In a moment of vulnerability, Sharon told Nick, "Life's too short to pretend we don't still feel something." Nick, torn but clearly moved, leaned in. Their kiss wasn't fiery like Billy and Lily's. It was nostalgic, sweet, and filled with history. But it also reopened wounds that had barely healed. Could this kiss mean a real reunion for Schick? Or was it just an emotional relapse in a time of uncertainty? Elsewhere, Phyllis was eavesdropping. And what she heard, or thought she heard, would soon lead her down a path of manipulation once more. Back at Chancellor Winter's, Lily was called in for a board meeting, this time to discuss Carter's fate. Devin was firm. He betrayed the company and the family. He has to go. Lily, surprisingly, objected. Not until we know the full story. Was she defending Carter, or buying time to protect herself from deeper truths? Privately, Lily met with Carter, desperate for clarity. And what he revealed turned everything upside down. "I wasn't the only one involved," he said, voice shaking. "It was Jill. She gave the final approval." Lily recoiled. Her mentor? Her family, part of this conspiracy? Now, she was faced with an impossible decision: expose Jill and bring down Chancellor Winters, or stay silent and protect her legacy. Amid the chaos, Nate Hastings made a surprise return to Genoa City. Though he had burned bridges with Devin and Lily, the news of Carter's confession and Jeremy Stark's death pulled him back into the fray. Nate met with Elena first, hoping to rekindle what they lost. But Elena had changed. "You came back because you smell blood," she said. "Not because you love me." Later, Nate tried to warn Devon. "If Carter's working with Jill, there's more at stake than just the company. This goes deeper, old rivalries, old debts." Devon refused to trust him again, but he listened. Through his investigation, Chance discovered a cryptic piece of information: a dummy shell corporation, Windswept Holdings, was involved in funneling money from Newman's R&D budget. The registered agent? Tucker McCall. Was Tucker pulling strings from the shadows again? And if so, was he using Carter, Jill, or both? Ashley, who had been distancing herself from Tucker, now found herself entangled once more. Could she help expose Tucker, or would she protect him out of love? The web of deceit was growing wider. And Lily realized, the moment she said yes to Carter's proposal months ago, she'd unknowingly stepped into a war far beyond what she imagined. In a twist that no one saw coming, Phyllis and Adam Newman joined forces. Both had axes to grind, and both wanted to see some people fall. "Let's make a deal," Phyllis proposed. "I help you get Sally back. You help me ruin Diane." Adam smirked. "Let's burn this place down." But Phyllis had another goal: to expose Carter. She believed he knew more about Stark's death than he let on. And she'd do anything to get the truth, even if it meant setting a trap. As everything came to a head, Lily stood alone once again, this time at Crimson Lights. She had a flash drive in her pocket. It contained proof: Jill's secret meetings with Carter, the offshore accounts, everything. She met with Victor Newman privately. "I don't want to destroy Chancellor Winters. But I won't be a pawn in anyone's game." Victor studied her. "You've got guts, Lily. But guts can get you killed in this town." She handed him the drive. "Then I guess I'll take that risk." Lily made a choice: not to protect Carter, not to cover for Jill, but to rewrite the rules. Who dies? Jeremy Stark's death remains under investigation. But whispers suggest he wasn't the only one who was supposed to die. A hit gone wrong? Or someone switching targets? Who kisses? Lily and Billy shared a kiss that reignited old flames. Nick and Sharon kissed, raising the question: are they destiny or disaster? Nate tried to kiss Elena, but she turned away. What Lily does next? She plays both sides. With Victor holding the evidence, Chancellor Winters is now in his debt. But Lily is free to rebuild, to love again, and to finally take control. But the fallout has only just begun. Phyllis is scheming. Adam is calculating. Victor is watching. And someone else, someone we haven't seen yet, is waiting in the shadows. This week on The Young and the Restless, Genoa City was set ablaze, not with fire, but with betrayal, love, revenge, and dangerous power plays. Carter's confession opened Pandora's box. Jeremy's death set off alarms. And Lily, sweet, strong Lily, became a player no one expected.